And move into our teams, our local 4 teams, and I'd like to change it around today to get our updates. I want to start with Coach Harold Nichols with the Presbyterian College Blue Hose. Coach Nichols.
I was just trying to put down some chicken there. That was good. So glad to be up here and be with you again here on these Fridays. Enjoy celebrating football here in the county. I want to thank all of our sponsors that give back to our community and are so involved with everything that we do. I always look forward to bringing players up and talking about Blue Hose football with you guys every other Friday. The last time we talked, I'm trying to think, all these days start running together on me a little bit. This past weekend, we had a hard-fought contest against Western Carolina at home. Western Carolina's got a fine football team coached by Mark Spear, who was an assistant with me and Coach Kirk back in the late 90s when Daryl was the head football coach at PC. And one of my best friends in coaching, doing an outstanding job there at Western Carolina, and is doing great things. They had a very dynamic offense coming into the game. They were averaging 36 points a game, and probably got the best wide receiver corps in all of the Southern Conference. And so it's quite the challenge for our team. I brought a couple of players here with me. Good-looking guy here on the left is my man Snoop Byers, Shaquille Byers from Gaffney. Stand up there, Snoop. Snoop is a junior defensive back from great city of Gaffney, South Carolina, and has been a really, really good player for us. In fact, Snoop was the one that intercepted the ball at the end of the game to secure the win for us at the end. Snoop's an art major, very talented young man, very diverse, like a lot of our student athletes are at PC. The other gentleman I brought with me is Ed Britt. Ed is also a junior defense back, plays safety for us. Played at Greensboro Page High School up in North Carolina, was a team captain on a state championship team up there. Dad played for the Pittsburgh Steelers and comes from a great family of athletes and has been a great leader for us this year. He was the one that had the pick 6 at the beginning of the game that kind of got the ball rolling for us, and has played really well for us all year long. Both these two guys are probably all conference type players for us, and but more importantly, they're great kids and bring great leadership to our football team. And Ed just got out of a Spanish class at 11 o'clock, and we scooted over here to be able to spend some time. And I love sharing these guys with you because they've done such a great job. It's a great win against Western Carolina last weekend. We turned the page to tomorrow's game against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is ranked number 3 in the country, deservedly so. They're undefeated this year, coming off of a tough matchup against Furman last week, where they lost or they won the game in double overtime. Furman played really well, and it was a great college football game. But they posed a lot of problems for us. They had the preseason all-conference offensive player of the year and preseason all-conference defensive player of the year. They've got a veteran squad. They lost to North Dakota State last year in the semifinals out in North Dakota, the eventual national champion. So it'll be a huge challenge for our team, and it's another step that we've got to take as a program. I've had a good week of practice. Luckily, we've got them at home. So we have some home field advantage, but doing some good things. Sure does feel good to win and come up here and talk about winning football. It's been a long journey and process that we've gone through. One that I can remember before the Furman game, talking to you guys about the fact of I feel really good about this team in a lot of ways. And I was asked at the beginning of the year, we're coaching, how do you think you're going to do? I said, well, I don't know how many games we're going to win, but I do know this. I think that we're fixing to take that next step as a program, and it all is due to these kids. A lot of validation for a lot of the hard work that they've put in, and it's so good to see them celebrating victories in the locker room after games for all the work that they've put in. And believing in us, believing in me as a head coach, that we're doing the right things, and we're going to get there. And but I draw all my strength from them, like I've told you guys before, and they're the reason for this little bit of success we've had here at the beginning of the year. But certainly appreciate all your support. We're going to need you tomorrow. It's 2 o'clock kickoff, supposed to be a great day, beautiful weather, and we're going to need all your support for a really good Coastal Carolina team coming in this weekend. Also was able to get Brian Reese over here with me here today. I can't tell y'all enough about Brian. Brian is a guy that's a behind-the-scenes guy, and without his leadership in our athletic department, none of us could experience the success. He is so much into student-athlete welfare. These kids, you ask Snoop and Ed, they'll tell you, his door's always open. He's a problem solver. He's a great administrator. He's a big part of what we're doing there, and appreciate his leadership and what he does for all of our student-athletes at PC. And he's about the right things. He's a great fit for us here, and we're lucky to have him with us. But anyway, appreciate all you guys. Good luck to all the high school teams tonight. I'm your biggest fan. You guys do good tonight, and y'all come support us tomorrow, and go Blue Hose.
Thank you, Coach Nichols. And one point that I would like to make, if I ever get the opportunity to do it, I like to, because it's important. Today, we celebrate the athletic accomplishments here with our high schools and PC, rightfully so. A lot of hard work goes into to what you all do and your performances on the field. But I'd like to make a point, especially to the guys in high school. I'm a PC graduate, and I take my family to the PC games, and I have young children. And what's exciting is folks like Mr. Byers and Mr. Britt, the performance on the field is outstanding, but also you're the people that my children can look up to, and you're good role models. And that's what we all need to be, because you're being watched, even at the high school level, and you're I can tell you that the younger kids look up to you. So everything you do, they watch. So thank you for that. Thank you. Next, I'd like to have come up Coach Todd Kirk with Orange Academy. Coach Kirk.
Thank you so much for having us back again. It seems like a lot of times we're on the go here. We play locally tonight in Batesburg, what we call locally in the Air League. So we play there tonight. 2 weeks ago, we had an open date. This past week, 2 weeks ago, had a bad loss. Andrew Jackson beat us soundly at Air Place, gave up a whole lot of points. They had an explosive offense. We scored 52, they scored 78. It sounds like basketball, but it is what it is. We've got to get better on both sides. We've got to be better for tonight's contest at King, which is in Batesburg, which will be a region game. They did it as bad as we do, so we will go down and try to get a victory down there tonight. I brought my captains back with me. They've been here before, but again, Robert Williams, Robert, Chase Brewington, Nate Martin, and Ryan Holmes. Thank you guys. You've seen them before. They do a wonderful job in their classrooms, and they do a wonderful job on the field at this time. I'm back in it for the first time in 2 years, and they've made this re-entry back into coaching a lot easier. I appreciate the leadership they show and what they do on the field. Nate will be back with us tonight. He's been out for 6 games. Got hurt first quarter of the first game, and has been cleared. He'll be back. I know he's excited about that, and looking forward to seeing him. Again, it's a big game. Harold spoke earlier, and when he spoke of Mark Spear at Western Carolina, it brings back memories. It's almost a lifetime ago that I was at PC, but remembering those guys and those stories, the only thing I can remember about Mark is he got his four-wheel drive truck stuck behind my house when he shouldn't have. And that's when Bigfoot was big, and he called it Littlefoot that night. I'll never forget when there's a show that had the big four-wheel drive truck. They called it Bigfoot. And we called his truck Bigfoot because it was big, but that night it was Littlefoot. But anyway, that happened that way. I want to share, this time of the year is the most special time in my lifetime. And not only coaching, but the college level of seeing college football. It just does something for me being in those settings. And I'm somewhere every weekend. 2 weeks ago, we played at Blacksburg, and I drive the bus. All right, I got a CDL, about the only one at Orange Academy, and drove down, obviously drove back, pulled in my place at 1:05 in the morning, and got in my car and drove to Statesville, North Carolina, and met my son at 3:15. Got in the car there and drove to Durham. Got in a hotel at 5. got up, shook hands with David Cutcliffe as Duke passed by going to their game, stayed till halftime, went over and met Harold at his hotel, and went over and watched that game, and drove back that night to Statesville, North Carolina. In all sincerity, that's about a typical weekend for me. I absolutely love college football. I've already flew out to Norman and watched Tennessee take a beat, and we're taking a lot, by the way, right now. But hopefully we'll be back. But this is a special time of the year that I just absolutely love. The interesting thing tomorrow, guys, first Clemson game in football history in my life. I'm going to a Clemson football game. I've never been to one. My daughter goes to school up there, and she has finally got me there. Going to Grits and Grocery. Anybody know where that's at? Yeah. To eat breakfast. Then I'm going to tailgate. I've never tailgated in my life. Never have tailgated. Always gone in the stadium as soon as it opens, as soon as I can. But looking forward to that. Heard it's going to be quiet up there tomorrow for whatever reason. Bobby Freno had something to do with that. But anyway, looking forward to that. But I want to share that. And you know, for the Touchdown Club to bring us together every once in a while, it's just a great opportunity. And you young guys, all right, whether you listen to me or not, and you don't a lot, it's okay. Enjoy this, man. Enjoy this. It won't come again. Anyway, Lawrence Academy thanks you. We got a big ball game tonight. You go in your own directions, but come see us when you can up there, and thank you so much to the Touchdown Club. Thank you.